Well, good Thursday morning, everyone. I'm Russ Riesinger. Welcome to The News Now. Hope your day's off to a good start. We begin with the latest on that Savannah fire fee, which has certainly set off a firestorm.
We're listening and we understand that Plan A was not acceptable. So we understand we need to move on to Plan B to move Savannah forward.
Well, that Plan B, finding a way to cut the city's fire fee by more than a half for everyone. Yesterday, Savannah Mayor Eddie DeLoach responding to the huge uproar from neighbors about the controversial fire fee. Now, the plan is to reduce the overall fee and still allow homeowners and businesses to receive fire fee discounts. Mayor DeLoach says homeowners who take advantage of the discounts could pay as little as $8 per month. Now, he admitted the city got a little carried away with that fee early on.
We brought too much change too quickly and should have done a much better job explaining our thought process to residents and to the business community.
DeLoach says they originally thought the fire fee was the most fair way to hold the 10% of our city that does not pay taxes accountable. As it stands right now, a single-family home in Savannah would pay a flat rate of $256 every year. That's before any discounts. If council approves the mayor's proposal, which would include cuts to some services and staff, property owners would end up paying around $96 a year. But again, that's the rub. The city is going to have to cut somewhere to make up for this. So this could mean cuts to city staff, programs, and other funding, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it. And it's really not clear if that fire fee would impact the Savannah-Chatham County Public School System budget in any way. But here's one thing we do know this morning. The millage rate is going to be going up soon, and if you own property here in Chatham County, well, you're going to be hit with more local taxes because of that. Now, board members met and approved a 2.25 millage increase yesterday. It includes a small portion to cover the fire fee, but the most of it is to pay for the retirement fund. That's a mandate from the state. Now that the school board has voted on the tentative rate, it cannot be raised, but it could possibly be lowered.
For the people who want to be upset with something or a body or somebody, talk to your state senators and talk to your state representatives.
Savannah struggles. We've been hit hard with some other taxes, and we have a high poverty rate, and people feel this. And so if they're going to have to spend more money, take money out of their grocery budget sometimes, then it needs to go to something that is absolutely essential, like student safety.
All right, if you want to weigh in on this, there's going to be 3 public hearings at the Whitney Administrative Complex about raising the Savannah-Chatham County Public School millage rate. The first 2 hearings will be next Wednesday, and then the final one will be a week later. That'll be on June 20th, and that same day, the school board will adopt the final budget and the millage rate. And if you're wondering how much more you're going to pay, well, let's say you own a home that's worth $150,000 to $175,000, you would pay on average about $150 more a year in your property taxes. So, you know that old saying that the only 2 things that are certain in life, death and taxes? I think it's true. Happening today, the Beaufort County Board of Education has called a special meeting. This is to talk about their search for an interim superintendent. Now, this comes after the current superintendent, Jeff Moss, announced his resignation earlier last month. Certainly been a long process there, and that Beaufort County School Board has been known for disagreements. That vote will take place before today's scheduled meeting at 4 p.m., and we'll, of course, let you know what happens on air and online. Well, take a close look at your screen here. Savannah police need help finding this young man, 18-year-old Monty Moultrie. He's been missing since yesterday on West 54th Street near Allen Apartments. Now, he was last seen wearing a lime green polo shirt, olive-colored pants, and olive green Nikes. Now, police say he often goes to the McDonald's there and to the Salvation Army. So if you've seen him, you're asked to call police immediately. And South Carolina Highway Patrol says you may see a lot of them today on Highway 21 and also on Highway 278. Keep an extra eye out for those troopers. Here's what they're doing. It's because the State Department of Public Safety is practicing hurricane lane reversals. That's when the interstate lanes are, of course, reversed to allow more people to leave the coast if there's an evacuation because of a hurricane that's coming. So that exercise will happen on these roads leading out of Hilton Head and Buford. And note that no lanes are actually going to be reversed. It's just for law enforcement to get some practice in. So be aware of that today. That's going on, started about 8 a.m. this morning, and it's expected to go until about 3 a.m. tonight, 3 p.m. this afternoon. So let's talk about the weather for just a second here. The mugginess has returned. What a beautiful shot there from our Tybee Island Skycam. Might be a nice place to be today. And wouldn't you know it, the rain chances are going to be going up again for the weekend, unfortunately. Andrew Gorton will be filling you in on that in the next The News Now. That's coming up at 11 a.m. And make sure and follow me on Facebook. It's WTOC, Russ Riesinger. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you at 11.